What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm gonna be showing you guys what's the next step for the Caprice build. This is a Cadillac Escalade LS60, and it's a high output edition. This is going to get swapped into the box Chevy, and so basically what's going to happen is this motor right here will get removed from this truck right here. Going in the motor, freshening it up, doing a cam swap on it, and a couple other little goodies on it, you know, to make it perform a little bit better than the other car. So anyway, like I said, this truck is 4-wheel drive, so I do have a transmission already. That's a 4L60E. I have a 4L80 as well, so I'm not sure which one I'm gonna put behind it, but if the 4L80 goes in the car and works fine without any fabrications, then I'll use that one. If not, I know for sure that the 4L60E will go in there. I think I may still have a 4L65E as well, but that's just an upgrade, a little bit better transmission from the 4L60. I really don't like those 4L60s because they're not built that well. If you rebuild them, they'll probably last a little bit if you rebuild them, but other than that, you know, if you just get one, just be mindful, just don't be too hard on it because they don't last. When they went to the 4L65, they last a lot longer. They built them, they upgraded everything in them basically with the 4L65. Anyway, this truck right here is way heavier than my box Chevy, so I know that I don't really have to do a whole lot to the motor to make it, you know, perform and get the car where I need it to go and have the performance and the power that I wanted to have, because this motor was built to pull this big truck around, 4-wheel drive, you know, a large SUV. I think this thing seated, what, 5 comfortably. This one only had 2 rows in it. So, like I said, I think this thing probably, from the factory, probably making about close to 500 horsepower. So that's pretty decent. With my box Chevy, the gear's been changed in it or whatnot. It's got an upgraded gear in it. So it'll perform pretty good. I mean, it's not gonna be the fastest, but you know, it's just something that I can get out here and I can ride in on the highway and just have a good time and enjoy it on pump gas. The motor that's in it now, it's a street and strip motor. Runs a mixture of racing gas and pump gas, and you know, it's just something that I just wanted to get away from. You know, just didn't want to have to look for somewhere to put gas in it. You know, your racing spots aren't open all weekend, so you know, I want to be able to cruise, pull into a gas station and fill up, and then get back on the road and cruise some more. So that's the reason I chose this engine right here to be an LS swap for the box Chevy. Like I said, for anybody that has any questions about it, you know, drop a comment down below. I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna just leave all this, like the little Cadillac cover on top of the intake and stuff like that. I've seen someone swap one over into an old truck and they left it just like that, look wise. So when they open the hood, you can see that it's a modern day Cadillac Escalade motor in an old school. But I may just upgrade the intake, you know, and do away with all the plastic covers hiding everything. So I'm not sure how I want to do that yet. But anyway, that's one option, to do it that way, you know, to leave it as is. You know, the options are endless when it comes to these LS swaps. I was even told that, you know, you can, well, I've actually researched it, but you can actually use the computer that comes with this, and instead of buying a standalone. So that can be done as well. Me personally, I bought a standalone. So my when this motor is installed, we didn't have to go through a whole lot of trying to find this and find that and trace this and that. So I just bought a standalone, and basically, like I said, that's just an aftermarket computer. So I bought one of those. I already have that already. Things that you will need for this LS swap if you or someone is thinking about doing it. You're gonna need. I may not hit everything, but the basics. You're gonna need motor mounts, fuel pump, headers. You're gonna need what else you gonna need? Depending on the vehicle, you may or may not need to change the oil pan. So just kind of be mindful of that. But that's just the basics, like I said, in a standalone, unless you're going to use the factory harness. Now that's the basics. I mean, that should get you in the game and get you started and get you running. And then, like I said, the options are endless, you know what I mean? Like this here, this is like the air breather. So, if I wanted to keep all of this, put this in the car, I can just do it like that. But of course, everybody, when they want to open their hood up, they want to go with some sort of like a K&N or something like that, coming off with the little filter on the end. It just looks more like a performance. Just makes it looks more aggressive under the hood. So that's what a lot of people do. But for somebody that's on a budget, all of this stuff can be swapped over. A lot of people don't like to use that factory intake. They want to take it off and they want to get something that looks more aggressive, something that more looks like a performance piece. It may or may not give you 2-3 more horsepower. You know what I mean? $400 or $500. You know what I mean? It's just all in what your budget is like, all what you're trying to do and what you're trying to make it look like, or how you're trying to make it run. So like I said, that's just put your plans together, how you want it, what you want it out of it. And that's how you go about your build. Know what you want to do with it. If you're just going to cruise it, you're not trying to spin any tires. You're not trying to race. You just want something that's going to drive, get you on the highway, and just enjoy driving it. And if you want to just go to car shows and show off and do donuts and spin tires and stuff like that, then you're going to have to build this thing a little bit so it can hold up and handle some of this abuse that you're going to give it. So, like I said, it's just it's a lot of different ways you can go with this. I try to cover the basics on it. When it comes to transmissions, you can use anything from a 700 R4, turbo 350, turbo 400. If you want to use a power glide, you can use a power glide. You can make all of those work. You can do a 4L80, 6L80, 10L80. It's just a couple of little things that you may have to do, such as, flywheel and stuff like that. You may need spacers or whatnot. When it comes to those old style transmissions, you're going to need a module to make it shift with the old ones. But with the new ones, you don't need that. They are electronic already. So, like I said, it's a lot of different things you can do with this. So this is the way we're going with the box Chevy. This particular motor right here, this truck already runs and drives. It has no mechanical issues. So we're just gonna freshen the motor up and then swap it into my box Chevy. Gonna freshen it up and like I said, get it all nice and cleaned up. I don't really know if how far I'm gonna take it with this motor. Because the more I look at it, I'm like, okay, I'm looking at that alternator right there. That alternator, it's been on there for a while. I can have it rebuilt and powder coated, or I can just go ahead and buy a new one. I'll probably upgrade it so it can take more abuse, but I'm not sure yet. So anyway, but like I said, I pretty much got everything already bought. Everything's here. Everything's in. Forward. I'm looking at the transmission cooler right now, and the transmission cooler, I may use this same transmission cooler. Because it's already in here, and if I use the same style transmission, I can use this transmission cooler, or I may buy a new one. I'm not sure yet. I'll probably end up buying another one. I had transmission coolers from other swaps and taking them off and kind of damaged them a little bit. And I'm like, you know what? Nah, let's do something different. So, but anyway, I'm gonna wrap this video up. If you guys have any questions about doing this LS swap, please comment below. If you guys know my Instagram, man, just hit me up. Like I said, on Instagram, if you got any questions, my Instagram is Caprice_classic 19806. So yeah, y'all just hit me up and let me know if you got any questions. And like I said, y'all stay tuned for the build. This right here is going in the box Chevy, and it's gonna be it's gonna perform well. It's gonna perform well. The build is in motion. Sometimes it's just dealing with certain people or dealing with some shops. Sometimes it's set the build back. So, but it's in motion. Sometimes I just put it in the garage and I just be like, okay, I'm attending to my businesses, managing those, and I just put it to the side for a little bit. Then I get back to it, such as the paint. I'm a paint guy, old guy, been doing this for a long time, and the problem with him is he takes on way too many projects that he can handle, and then he's got 20 projects and he's trying to work on all 20 at one time, and that's not the way the business is ran. You get one in, you work on that, you complete it, and you start on the next one. And so that's his problem. He just couldn't get my car done. So, but anyway, we're just shifting gears. I'm gonna get this swap done, and if I have to be in the streets driving it with the 4G autos on it with no paint, so be it. It will get painted, but until I get it painted, I'm kind of glad I didn't get him to paint it. He was too slow, but I really didn't want that color. I kind of changed my mind on the color, but I was just gonna go with the color because we already chose the color, and he was gonna paint it. The paint was already purchased, but like I said, I did want to change the color anyway. So now that I'm gonna go with someone else to do the paint, I can go ahead and change the color to the color that I want it to be. So y'all just be on the lookout for it. The car's coming together. It'll be done soon. And one thing about me, like I said, I don't hide mine, I drive mine. So, the winter's coming on soon, but that don't make a difference. I got heat, AC in all my cars, all my trucks. So, I drive them in any weather. So, like I said, the build is in motion. Y'all just stay tuned. It's coming together. And if anybody want a box Chevy, I kind of got it up for sale because I bought an 88 Monte Carlo SS. So if I sell the box Chevy, I'm gonna go ahead and start on the Monte Carlo. So y'all let me know. But I just don't want to start on 2 projects, because that's the reason my paint man can't get nothing done, because he's trying to work on too many things at one time. So I just want to do one at a time. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all know what to do. If you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like and share the video. Y'all stay tuned for more videos to come.